So, alright. Here's my problem with Donald Trump. I got 3 of them. Just like I said in my Joe Biden video, I'm not going to mention age. You can put that on both of them. Both of them are past their prime. Both of them should not be our 2 candidates. Both of them, have different issues going on. I'm much younger, and I got issues going on. So it is what it is. But I'm not going to use age. Age is not one of the 3 problems that I have with Donald Trump as a Sigma male. Now, as I see it, 1, Donald Trump, my number 1 problem with Donald Trump is that he keeps lying to the American people. Now, what I mean is not something specific, like something you've heard in the news or allegations or his trials. I'm a Sigma male. I think a little bit deeper. I observe a little bit deeper. I can't help it. I have to break the equation down to as low of a common denominator as I can get to. He keeps lying to people because he keeps speaking the language of grievance. He keeps talking about how the system is rigged. It's rigged against us. It's rigged against you. And I'm the one that can change it. I'm the one that can point it out. It's rigged. He said that in 2016 when he first ran. It's rigged. It's rigged. Hillary, the system, it's rigged. They're not going to let me win because he didn't think he would win. Then when he won, wasn't saying it was rigged anymore, even though there was mass reporting of how much outside infiltration there was into our election system. In 2016, he wasn't talking about being rigged once he won. Then in 2020, he, as the incumbent, he loses. It's rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged. The system's rigged against me. The system's rigged against you. He keeps lying to the American people because Donald Trump has never given a fuck. Ever given a fuck about the system being rigged against me and you. About the system being rigged against regular, average, working class, middle class, poor people. Never. He's never given a fuck and never will give a fuck about how the system is rigged against us. You know why? Because it's in his favor. The most succinct thing I've ever seen Donald Trump say, ever seen him say, is in one of their debates when Hillary Clinton said to him, talk about how you don't pay, how you skirt taxes. Talk about how you don't pay that much in taxes. And he basically said to her, why don't you ask your rich donors? Because I use the same system that they use. I do the same things that they use. Shut the fuck up. Right in that moment, she shut the fuck up. Change the subject. Commercial. Bathroom break, please. Because she knew she couldn't go there. Because if she exposed how the system is rigged for him, she would be exposing how the system is rigged for her wealthy donors. And he knew that. And she had to back the fuck up. It's really the like smartest and quick draw I've ever seen him. Ever. Especially like in the last 30 years. That shit was on point. He hit her with a punch she didn't even see coming. And a lot of times, that's the punch that knocks you out. The one you don't see coming, the one you can't brace for. She threw that shit out there. She threw her punch out there and she got caught with one. And she backed the fuck up. But it goes to what I'm saying. Donald Trump's entire public life, he has talked about how he's elite. He's privileged. He's up here. The things that he does is up here, and everyone else, especially you, it's down here. And he's never had the desire to bridge that. He just wanted to let you know there was no bridge. He's up here, and you're down here. It's only once he ran for office, officially ran for office, and the first thing that he said coming down that escalator was what? Grievance. There, Mexico, they're sending over this, they're sending over that. America's falling apart. The world is turning to trash, but I'm going to make America great again. For who? For you. Never before did he give a fuck about the common people. Never before. He would sell products that, even if it was targeted to the average person, it was of elite status. He never was about the grief. He didn't make his Trump board game because he felt like Monopoly was screwing you. He made his Trump board game because he thought he could make you pay more. He thought he could do it better. It wasn't because of your grievance. So when he runs for office, it's not genuinely because he gives a fuck about what's happening at the border. It's not genuinely because he gives a fuck about geopolitical relations. It's not genuinely because he cares about the average tax rate for the average person. It's for him, and that leads into the second thing. Everything Donald Trump does is about him. It is. I'm being raw about it. Like I said, I'm a Sigma male. I'm independent minded. I don't have any type of blind loyalty left or right. I don't really give a fuck because they both use. They both ask you to sacrifice something to pray at the altar of their side of the aisle. So it is what it is. And like I say, go watch my Joe Biden video. I dig into his ass a little bit too with my 3 problems. But my second problem with Trump is everything is about him. Everything. So you have to remain loyal to him to the end. Motherfucker, that's religion. What the fuck are you talking about? You ain't no God to me. But you got to remain loyal to him to the end. Because if at some point in time you started to question, you started to waver away, he'll cut your ass off. Maybe even go after you. And now, where did your loyalty get you? Where did that get you? You know, does he still just say, okay, man, like, you know, I'm going to let you slide on that one? No, he going to treat you like Michael treated fucking Fredo. Or worse. So what I'm saying is compared to this, say you're a small business owner, entrepreneur out here. You do work for a big client. They ask you to put in that work. Whatever level of skill, whatever industry you're in, they ask you to put in that work. You putting in that work. You and your small business, your team, you're putting in that work for this big client because you believe in that client. You believe in that client. You really, you want to be associated with that client, but let's say you actually really do believe in that client and what they're trying to do, and you want to be a part of it. So you jump into it thinking that they're going to compensate you. They're going to reward you. You're going to get some type of return. We don't do shit in life without the expectation of some type of return. Even charity, you give it away because it gives you something back in some other fashion. So you actually believe in this person. You commit to it. You put in your work, right? But some time goes by and you ain't got paid yet. You ain't got paid at all, or you're not getting paid the full amount. Where there was some extra information you needed and they keep dodging you. You trying to get a hold of somebody and all of a sudden everybody ghosts. But this is real shit to me. So you bring it up, you know what I'm saying? But you can't really bring it up because you're not on their level and they doing so many different things and traveling the world from state to state and you just this person is doing your thing. But at some point in time, what do? You make a motherfucking choice. And you say either I believe in this person or I believe in the principle. If I believe in this person, I ride or die. They'll get me. They got me. And then when that person declares bankrupt, or when that person flees the country, or when that person gets arrested, or whatever, when they go down, in the midst of them going down, as they catching a knockout blow, you think on the way down, they're like, oh, here go your $50. No. They're going down and they're taking whoever they can take down with them if it'll help prevent or soften their fall. Come on now. That's just fucking basics. Like I said, I'm a Sigma male. That's just fucking basics. So, in so many examples, he's shown that you ride with me till the end. If you go against me, you betray me, you sell me out, you don't want to work with me anymore, okay. And he's got countless examples of not paying people, not paying his workers, you know, different other people. Like I say, they're left in limbo as far as like, are you going to support me in the work that I did for you? Because I rode for you. Hey, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So that's the second problem. You can't have somebody like that as a leader of the country. I'm not saying any of these presidents or politicians are saints or not even just flat out crooked. But at least fucking in some way, shape, or form in your life, give a fuck about other people. Do something for other people. Donald Trump cannot do something for someone else without taking credit for it or having destroyed what came before it so that he can put his branding on it. That's not doing it for you. That's not doing it for the people. That's doing it for him. And then the third problem that I have with Trump is that, to me, like I say, this is all as a Sigma male, he's an elitist. An alpha male, and I'm a Sigma male, so I know alpha males. I'm basically an alpha male that don't give a fuck, that don't need the peacock. So that's why Sigma males can often rival alpha males, and a lot of times beat alpha males. There's a lot of times where alpha males don't really fuck with Sigma males because we're not intimidated. We don't back down. We peep how they're trying to, like I say, intimidate other people, and it's like that don't really work on us. So I can see how the different ways that Donald Trump tries to intimidate people. But this third problem is I see how he's an elitist. And once again, it's kind of hard for someone to say that they represent the people when they're an elitist. They would no sooner spit or piss on you to put out a fire. So some people call him a racist. I think it's probably more accurate to call him an elitist. And in that sense, if he thinks you're on some type of elite status where it benefits him to be next to you or to fuck with you or to do business with you, yeah, I guess he could probably see past color, at least skin color. You'll see green. But if you're not on a certain level that it benefits him to fuck with you, come on now. I mean, you'll see somebody, like the Kardashians brush off somebody and they got way less money than Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Presumably. But my point is people get a few dollars, people live a certain lifestyle, hold certain values. They don't even want you to look at them. Like, for you to talk to them, look at them, much less question them, man, get the fuck out of here. Because they have deified themselves. They've allowed people to deify them. And certain people idolize them. Certain people would commit acts of violence for them with no real possibility of return on that. Like I say, charity, like they would get something for that. I beat a motherfucker ass for Donald Trump. That's a reward for them somehow. So, hey, January 6th. Some people would make that parallel to that. So my point being is to conclude, my three problems with Donald Trump, coming from a Sigma male, is that I actually forgot the order. Just got so much into this video. But like I say, he's an elitist. He makes everything about him. And and that's the first one. He's been lying to people because he's talking about how the system's rigged. The system's rigged. And that's fucked up for us. It's rigged against me, and I'm a billionaire, so I know it's rigged against you. Motherfucker, it's rigged against us. In your favor. Stop talking to the simple out there, because the people who are not so simple, who can see shades of bullshit. Oh yeah, you're right. The system is rigged. The system is rigged against us. It's not rigged against you. How the fuck is the system going to be rigged against a billionaire? How the fuck are you persecuted but live a life of privilege? What's the Kendrick song? You not like us. Stop trying to act like you like us or that you somebody's savior. So say what you want to say about Biden. Say what you want to say about the Democrats. Say what you want to say about the Republicans. Say what you want to say about conservatives. But my three problems with Donald Trump are my three problems with him. With him. You can come with somebody else to bring the policy. It's with this person. This person, as the purveyor, as the protector of the people, this person? Nah, man. So those are my three problems. Check out my video on Joe Biden. I talk about my three problems about him. Three problems. And I'll holler at you, man. I'm out. It's one of the political videos. I don't usually like to do them. They're a little too sticky. I like to stick to other stuff. But fuck it, it's election season. I'll holler.